Alex Answer here. It's February 20th, 2013. I want to talk about dreams in this video and how, through the world of dreams, we may get truthful information about ourselves and the world, but often at times there's disinformation that comes through or dark influences or interference that uses the world of dreams to manipulate people against one another. And I'm at neighbor Dave's house, who's about 7 miles from where I live, and he's going to join me in this discussion on this very important topic. How you doing, Dave?
Yeah, really good. Yourself?
Good.
All right. Our two hemispheres of our brain are created for a reason. And when you dream, we go into delta sleep, then the REM sleep, and the rapid eye movement deal. When you're in that state, your mind is open, your whole being, your whole spirit is open up to a whole pack of energy fields, magnetic fields, whatever it may be. I'm no expert, but I've had a lot of experiences in my dreams. Flying, being someone else or another creature, past lifetimes, a warrior. I see the ones who have gone away, who are no longer here, the ones who live miles away and are not here. And in the middle of the night, they're probably sleeping too in that state. Perhaps there's a unification of spirit, mind, energy that creates these fields of energy when we're familiar with the energy that we're directing it to. And if we're in a bad mood, we had a bad day, that creates negativity, and maybe our old enemies or something else. Who knows? I don't know. I don't have answers. But I have felt these things. I'm sure you have too. Um, it's the field of dreams,
Mm-hmm.
like the movie. And but it's what you wish for, what you can be. You can be positive, or you can be as negative as you want. You can create or destroy. It's always easier to destroy than it is to create.
So it's a doorway of perception that can bring through positive experiences and also scary ones.
Yes, fear is probably the worst thing you can experience.
And we do know that humans can be controlled by fear.
If you allow it to control you,
Mm-hmm.
you have to have the energy within you in order not to succumb to such fear. I've been frozen in bed and woken up from a scary dream and seen a dark energy in the corner, and I'm just paralyzed pretty much. And then I
Mm-hmm.
realize I'm stronger than that. I can be away from that. It's something that it's a negative field of energy that wants to take over you.
Mm-hmm.
And those are, if you will, your demons.
Right.
Or a demon, or it could be a collection of negative energy of spirits that want to dominate your field of positive energy.
So perception's key in being able to understand the truth when these messages come through. And because the reason I decided to make this video is because of the life path that I'm walking. Certain friends of mine over time, in particular some women that I've known for years, have had certain dreams that I would not describe to be positive,
Yeah.
including myself.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I know myself, I remember what it felt like several months ago when I woke up relieved to be back in the waking world. Because in the dream world, I was on the run because I was a murderer. I had killed someone, and it's someone that is alive in this lifetime, someone I barely know, just met once. And I'm thinking to myself, what kind of dark force would use the data available in the brain, i.e., in the memories, to move a couple things forward and terrify someone into thinking that they were someone that they weren't, to only wake up out of the dream and go, thank God I'm back here to where, things are so-called real again. But in the dream sense, it felt real. And if that's happening, one time I remember dating someone briefly, or I met someone who had a dream that I was cheating, that I was seeing someone else. And of course, I've been single for a very long time. There's been other stories that I've received over the years, even family members having certain dreams that I would describe as dark, where in the dreams I'm being murdered, FEMA's taking me away. And if a dark force can get to a family member and show them something dark, then it might create a sense of fear in them to go, well, maybe I should be careful in my email communications with my relative Alex Ansary. So I'm thinking about all the different ways dreams inspire people, but from the people that I've had relationships with and friends with, when they get a dream, they believe it as if it is the ultimate truth. And it seems like that part of us that's intuitive, that can dream, is also the part of us, if we're not protected, that can be attacked, that can be hijacked, that our own perceptions can be manipulated, turn us against each other in this so-called real world, the physical one.
This has a lot of face of reality to it. Uh, you know, we're a big herd of sheep here. We believe some people believe they're politicians. They believe they're tax man. They believe they're priest. You know.
Some people think they're spiritually enlightened, but their
Oh
actions show
yeah,
otherwise.
yeah, exactly. You know, hypocrisy is rampant around the human condition, the human mentality. Just don't be a hypocrite. If you're going to do something, do it. Be as honest and as pure as you can. I am guilty of everything, but I'm trying to find within myself the energy and the power and the spirituality to be better than who I am. I want to be not the ultimate creature. I don't want to be a god or anything, but we are all spirits deep down. You know, we're just in this stupid little shell here, which is not really a stupid little shell. It's a marvelous biological machine. You know, we are absolutely incredible creatures, and we should cherish that and cherish each other because we are that. And, you know, we've lost our center. We've lost the center of why we are alive, why we are here, why we are conscious. You know, I personally, in my belief, you know, take it or leave it, I don't really care. I've come to the ultimate conclusion that we're the eyes of the universe looking upon itself and wondering, wow, I'm cool. Look at the stars at night.
Right.
You know, look at your little kids. Look at the flowers. Look at all the living, beautiful, diversitive, wonderful things we have on this great planet. This wonderful spaceship that's it's a ship that's traveling on a journey to who knows where. Perhaps a higher enlightenment, perhaps to its destruction, which probably will create another enlightenment for us.
And maybe to get to that place of higher consciousness, we have
Thank
to
you.
learn discernment and be in that center place that you talked about. When we get a dream or when we're feeling bad vibes from something, we need to be able to determine, is this really coming from that person or is it coming from something else? Are there dark forces in our realm that seek to divide us through those parts of us that should be or could be conscious?
Always be aware of the negativity, man. If you're not aware of the negativity and how it can destroy, even you know, especially when you're in a bad mood, you get up, maybe hungover, or you had a fight with your girlfriend or your wife, or the kids upset you or something. You know that's all negative energy, man. And you've got to use that to create a positive force in your life to make it stronger than you, and and to enlighten you so you can help them through their own lives
Mm-hmm.
and through their own path. Uh, it's difficult. There are no simple answers, but each and every one of us are special, like our fingerprints. Uh,
That's right. It's funny how we are so unique in terms of biometrics, but yet we're treated like we're machines, like we should all conform in the society, yet the society admits that there is something about us, each of us, that is physically different than the other.
mhm, that's absolutely true. We got to respect each other, man. And there's not a lot of respect anymore in the world. We don't communicate. This is the reason this is wonderful as a format for communication. This is what this compute. I don't like computers, to tell you the truth,
Right.
but unfortunately, I have used them to research and do things for my horticulture, my plants, and you know, back to nature type stuff. And it's also helping me to understand better the human condition, and we must be more enlightened. We gotta work with each other, man. If we can't work with each other, we're on a hopeless case, man.
One thing I learned real soon after getting here is that coming to the San Luis Valley doesn't take me away from the negativity in the world. In some cases, you could see that concentrated into a few individuals. Um, to remind you that no wherever where you go, there you are, and you're still going to face the same battle between light and dark. Speaking briefly and protecting people's anonymity, as someone that's lived here for a very long time, how would you describe the negative forces here in the valley and how cunning and deceiving they can be to ultimately turn people against one another, often through judgment and lying against thy neighbor?
My reasoning, my reasoning for that, I think, is because they feel inadequate with themselves. They have a personal issue with their own dynamics as a human being, uh, and they want to build themselves up so they can put someone else down, or use them so they can build themselves up, and make them feel superior. And this is the control factor that, our leaders. Absolute power creates absolute evil.
Right.
It creates absolute anarchy. I mean, not anarchy. I'm sorry.
Corrupts, absolutely.
Corrupts.
Absolute power.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much for the word. I was looking for that. It's too simple word. And it's the corruption of the spirit within these creatures that you're talking about, because we're all individual creatures,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and but it's how you use your life force within you to make a positive attitude toward others, and you have to show it. If you don't show that, and you don't walk the walk, man, you know, what are you going to be in your life?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Oh, yeah, I remember that guy. He was a complete a-hole, you know? Or that guy was really cool, man, and I miss that guy, man, and I think about him, and I hear his name, and I cry about him every time I hear it, because he was a good guy. He helped people, and he was cool, man, you know? And how do you want to be remembered? For me, that is my factor. I think I want to be remembered as a really good guy, you know? Yeah, I got bad attitudes. I'm a human being. I have emotions. I cry, I hate, I get PO'd, you know? But it's how you control yourself and how you act toward others, even when you have a bad day.
How would you factor in the energy of the valley? How would you describe that in the couple minutes we have left? Because this is a very strange, mysterious valley, and it seems like certain people have a positive response and they go deeper into the layers of their psyche. I'm consciously trying to do that so I can heal from whatever happened to me before I got here. And then I see others that seem like they allow walk ins to take place, but that's just my perspective. How would you relate this?
It's 50-50, man. It's all yin and yang, bro.
Yeah.
It's all yin and
Powerful
yang.
light, powerful dark.
I moved from where I came from because it was a negative energy. I had to come somewhere so I can get clear
Mm-hmm.
in my eyes and my soul, my spirit, my body, everything. Everyone needs that. Everyone, like you've come out here. You wanted to get clear. You wanted to think better without a lot of outer distractions and chaos. And you get it here if you find it, But it's really hard to find a proper group of people out here who correspond to what you're thinking. And even if they don't believe in the way you're thinking, it's really hard to explain. Even if they don't believe in the way you're thinking, at least find the ones that are willing to listen to you. The listening part of us has to be a factor for unification as a spirit of humanity.
Or finding people that may not agree with me per se, but have a good spirit, to where maybe there could be camaraderie on that level, and then
Exactly.
give them information as they're ready for it, you could say.
Exactly. Concluding, man, I think I said it all. In my eyes.
Yeah.
But I always have more to say. Probably when this is over, I'll get into it even.
And I'm sure we'll make another video. But I want to thank you, Dave, for being a part of this, and we'll make more. But the point is we all get dreams, and sometimes those dreams are about people that we're close to, or things that may happen in the world, and we have to use discernment. Even though we talked about a lot of topics in this video, in particular in the area of intuition and dreams, we have to recenter ourselves with what the truth is and work to develop those abilities if we currently don't have those abilities. Because things in this universe, the so-called waking world and the dream world, is nothing like it seems.